The James Webb Space Telescope has always been designed to find phenomenal secrets, but even the most daring imaginations could not have anticipated what it has just found inside 3I/Atlas. This interstellar wanderer, just the third of its type ever discovered passing through our solar system, already had astronomers fascinated by its strange path and characteristic reflective sheen. Now, Webb's instruments have picked up something that defies all previous expectations. Inside Atlas are strange signals that are in line with organized motion, biological sophistication, and unmistakable evidence of life. This is no mere frozen stone floating between stars. It contains something alive, something moving, and it's coming closer to us. A quick reminder before we start: don't forget to like and subscribe for more thrilling news. Since its initial discovery, 3I/Atlas seemed unusual. Its transit through the solar system defied normal gravitational expectations, deviating subtly from prediction, and could not be accounted for by solar warming or outgassing. While Oumuamua flew by rapidly with its flat, pancake shape, or Borisov, which acted in a more typical comet fashion, Atlas yielded spectral measurements of compounds that are exceptionally rare in interstellar bodies. A few astronomers have hypothesized it could be a piece of a shattered exoplanet or the residue of an ancient body that was cast out of a distant star system. But when Webb trained its infrared instruments on it, the data painted a different picture. The readings were not like inert geology. They indicated thermal emissions changing in rhythmic cycles, processes more typical of metabolic or mechanical activities than of chaotic chemical activity. Initially, the effect was so subtle that it might well have been attributed to instrumentation or ambient noise. But Webb's accuracy refused such leeway. The discrepancy recurred too predictably to be coincidence. Measurements reported pulses of light coming from within Atlas, varying in wavelength as though energy was being used, converted, and reallocated. Even more remarkable, these heat fluctuations traced ordered patterns along its surface, spreading out from some hidden core as waves of energy. It was as if Atlas was breathing warmth into its frozen crust, forcing against the emptiness of interstellar space. That was when there was a general agreement: this was not geological. It was biological, or so close to being alive that the difference was beside the point. This alone would redefine the basis of science. For millennia, humans have looked up at the sky, stretching telescopes to catch biosignatures on far-off exoplanets, inquiring as to whether we are soul. But here, life had come in lieu, in a seed carried by an interstellar traveler across a cosmic sea. If Atlas does harbor life, the implication is enormous. It would imply the galaxy is much more abundant in life than can be conceived. Life might not hang on planet alone, but also travel along comets, asteroids, and pieces of interstellar matter, spreading throughout star systems like spores drifted on galactic breezes. Biology would no longer be an earthly miracle but a cosmic process integrated into creation itself. More disturbing is the object's path. Whereas its ancestors only drifted by, Atlas is not just sailing past. Its trajectory positions it on a track that will take it closer to the orbital community of Earth than Oumuamua or Borisov ever came. Webb's latest estimate shows it is moving in on a converging path, coming closer and closer. Whether or not this is coincidence or design cannot be known, but the coincidence of its ramping up activity as it closes is a fact. The biological signature Webb picked up has intensified as Atlas makes its way further into the solar system, as if sunlight or planetary energy is stirring what is within. The further it gets, the more it shifts. Astronomers are still split on what precisely exists within. Some think it might be an extremophile life form unlike anything on our planet, one that can survive millennia stuck in interstellar ice before coming to life under the right conditions. Others suspect something technological, maybe self-repairing nanostructures or self-sustaining systems built by a vanished civilization. Webb's evidence doesn't fit neatly into either one. The patterns have machine-like structure, but also biological flexibility. This uncertainty compels scientists to confront the threat that our concept of life is too narrow, based on Earth's examples. If the activity is biological, its evolutionary implications are enormous. It would prove that life can emerge outside Earth, adapting to not planetary conditions but to surviving interstellar space in the first place. Such forms would not just exist on planets but between them, living in radiation, cold, and eternity. If, instead, the phenomenon is technological, the discovery is no less impacting. It would confirm that there were intelligent civilizations in the galaxy long ago, building machines tough enough to survive for eons, carrying on their mission long after their creators vanished. Either way, 3I/Atlas is a message through the stars, conveyed not in language but in irrefutable motion where there should be none. While the public has yet to be presented with the entire dataset, glimpses made available by Webb's team already have fueled global speculation. These rhythmic oscillations have been likened to heartbeats, patterned bursts of communication, even to a living thing stirring within a protective casing. Artists envision enormous alien creatures encased in ice stirring as they approach the sun. Others picture slumbering probes quietly activating after floating for eons. The reality is hidden in Atlas's icy covering, but humanity's curiosity cannot be resisted. For decades we've yearned for companionship in the cosmos, but the suddenness of this news leaves us all gasping. Something living is coming, not a remote signal, but a traveler already en route. In research labs, arguments rage hotly. Some scientists call for restraint, insisting that all potential for error must be removed before claiming life has been discovered. Others would say Webb's tools have been tested thousands of times, and repeated phenomenon eliminates the factor of coincidence. The idea of signal contamination from Earth has been mentioned, but the directional orientation with Atlas itself makes this unlikely. Each energy cycle comes from the inside of the object outward into the emptiness. As each observation is made, the evidence is more compelling. As the observer draws near, the mystery intensifies. What propels its movement? If biological, how big can it be, and by what means has it survived trapped in ice? Might Atlas itself be the creature, its frozen form a protective vessel for a living center? If mechanical, what is its purpose, drifting aimlessly forever without destination? Others speculate interstellar probes work as spores, shot out in enormous quantities throughout the galaxy with the hope some will find fertile systems. Others think there might be an intentional trip, a migration orchestrated by beings beyond our comprehension. No theory comes close to the proportions of what is taking place. For centuries, humanity has struggled to listen for purposeful messages across the cosmos, but Atlas carries no radio signals, no discernible language. Its existence alone is the message. Life doesn't always introduce itself with words. It can show itself just by being, by moving where nothing static should, by exhaling heat where geology can't.